Okay. Sometimes I can get so incredibly lost in conversations with the universe that I forget that I even exist. And this is one of the conversations that has been ongoing for me. And it just keeps coming up, and keeps continuing to saunter in and out of my thoughts. So therefore I know that yeah, I'm needing to make a video, because I don't know, maybe someone needs to hear this. And this is on déjà vu. So dig it. You know, science says déjà vu is like our brain, like our mind is, our brain is glitching, right? And we are seeing something for the first time, but it feels familiar, like we've lived this, or we've seen this, or we've heard this, even though it's the first time, right? Now, I always used to think, right, or kind of go with, déjà vu was my soul's way of saying, like, hey, you're on the right path, right? And then the universe, God, universe, spirit, source, Gus, showed me a different perspective, which is this. So stick with me for a second. Time is not linear, right? Time is not linear. Time like doesn't even exist, right? And we are living our same existence, our same being is living multiple timelines simultaneously. Okay, just go with me, right? Different planes, dimensions, realms, right? We are living multiple different existences, multiple different timelines, all at the same time, okay? So when we have a moment of déjà vu, that is like our soul is sending out an S.O.S. to ourselves on this timeline, basically saying, hey, in this realm, in this timeline, in this dimension, we got to this point where you're at right now, and we made a decision, we made a choice that was not favorable to the outcome of what it is you were trying to do, what it is you're trying to do in this life, right? So when you have a moment of déjà vu, it would behoove you, right, to stop, pause, take a step back, and look at what's going on in your life currently, right? And are you going through a situation? Are you having to make a decision? Are you repeating the same like karmic pattern? Is there something, a loop that you're going back into, or something that you need to break? Is there, like a limiting belief? Is there something that you need to clear out? Because basically that is, again, like your soul on another timeline, S.O.S. Hey, you got to this point before, and you made a decision, and it didn't work out for you. It was not favorable. It did not work out. So take a step back and be the observer, and see like what is going on in my life. And if there is a decision that needs to be made, or I'm in a situation, or, I'm seeing a pattern within my life, whatever I would normally do in that situation that would make me feel comfortable, that would make me feel safe, right? Whatever my normal thing is that I would do, maybe do the opposite. Because whatever I would normally do is not going to work out for me, right? So it's really just, it's a moment for you to take pause, and really look at your life and see what is going on currently, and how can I maybe do something different? Maybe there's a different choice that I can make that would be a more favorable outcome. So I know that was a little, but that's your opportunity, right? To make a different choice, to shift your perspective, to do something different, to change the outcome, to maybe jump timelines, to bring you to a new timeline, something that maybe you're working with, to bring a manifestation or desire. Maybe you're working on something and you're wanting to manifest something and you're wanting that to come in, right? So it's a way to help you, right? So this is just a little, listen, you can choose to believe or whatever you choose to believe. That's the beautiful thing about our humanness, is that we have free will and we have the ability to choose and we have the ability to create. But it is just a little interesting thing, because I can tell you, just recently, I've had a few moments of deja vu. And I hadn't thought about that, like that message, that download, that channel. I had received that quite a while ago. And then I had like a few moments of deja vu, and I was like, oh wait, and that memory, that channel, that download came back into my mind. And I had to do something different. And I just recently had to do something that I didn't want to do. And I had so much fear in me. And I almost didn't do the thing that was asked of me. That was, asked from the divine, right? Like, that was asked of me. And I didn't want to do it. I did not. And then I had this moment of this remembrance. And so I swallowed my fear and my pride, and I did the thing that was asked of me, and I did it. And I can tell you, and then something else happened, and didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And then there was something that happened, and there was the humbling of my ego again. But then so many things began to open up. So many things. I received so much clarity, and so many, it was just incredible. And I was like, that was it. That was an SOS for me to do something different. And I did do something different. And ultimately it paid off, because it did. It like you like, I jumped timelines, right? And you could believe in that, or you don't have to, but I see it here, and I see it here. So just a shift in perspective, just a little something to think about the next time you have a moment of deja vu.